These are your instructions. In general, you just need to follow a PowerPoint. Please make sure the sound is turned up on your device so you can hear the narration. On some of the slides, there are instructions for you in the yellow boxes. And don't forget, if a slide asks you for homework, send it in via Show My Homework. And if a slide asks for Educate to be completed, don't forget to do it by the date given. During this lesson, we're going to review what we mean by the stopping distance of a vehicle, and then we're going to move on to describe the factors that can affect braking distance. Hopefully, from the last lesson, you'll remember that the stopping distance of a vehicle is made up of two distances. Stop the recording here and see if you can remember what they are. Hopefully you'll have remembered that the stopping distance is made up of the thinking distance plus the braking distance. In the last lesson, we looked at the factors which affect thinking distance. In this lesson, we're going to look at 5 factors which affect braking distance. Now, the first and most important one is speed. The faster you're going, the longer it's going to take you to stop, even once you've pressed the brake pedal. If you look at this diagram, which you've seen once before, you'll see that as your speed increases, both your thinking distance and your braking distance increase as well. But your thinking distance only increases by a small amount. Your braking distance increases by a great deal. As your speed increases, your braking distance goes up a lot. Now, this is because of the forces involved in braking, and we'll come back and discuss that. For the moment, just remember that the speed is a key factor in your braking distance. The second factor which affects your braking distance is how good your brakes are. If your brakes are worn out or faulty, they can't apply as much force. That means your braking distance increases. The third factor is the condition of your vehicle's tyres. Now, your tyres are the only point of contact between your vehicle and the road, and worn out tyres aren't as good at stopping the vehicle because they reduce friction. There's a legal requirement for your tyres to have a minimum depth of 1.6 millimeters of tread across the middle 3/4 of the tyre. The next factor that affects your braking distance is the road conditions. If it is wet, if it is icy, there is snow on the road, or if there's foreign material on the road, like wet leaves, all of these factors can reduce friction between the tyres and the road, and that will increase your braking distance. The final factor that you need to be aware of is the mass of the vehicle. As you can see from this diagram, the larger the mass of the vehicle, the more distance it needs to brake in. As a review of the material that we've covered in this lesson, can you draw a table in your books and label the 2 columns thinking distance and braking distance? All of these factors either affect your thinking distance or your braking distance. So you just need to draw the table and put each of the 10 factors in the right column. And your final task for this lesson is to send a copy of your completed table to Mr. Rahman by the 6th of July, next Monday. Thank you.